More lights from the internet now. This time Amazon, not eBay. We've got some Novsight, although Amazon said it was Novsight, so something interesting there, but you know. Auto lighting, so basically lights for your car, because everything I'm going to be doing is lights for my car, because that's all I can do. Sorry about the mess, I took about 4.2 seconds cleaning my desk earlier. Yeah. Oh well. For starters, this looks really nice. It looks good, like, you know, like what your phone would come in. Reminds me of a PS4. Very nice box. I mean, these weren't cheap lights. These are actually quite expensive ones in comparison to the stuff I've bought before. Most stuff I buy is usually cheap. Opening the box, we have, well, I mean, I can kind of see it. Basically just an image of the headlight, you know. Suppose that's kind of cool. That's, yep, packaging. Tiny little Allen key, something I'm not going to read. Some gel to stop it getting all funny and watery, whatever it is. Moisture, that's it. The lights, right, let's go for that one. Cool. That feels heavy. That is heavy. Well, here we have the light. I have the H4 bulb, hence this sort of plug. Yeah, that is... Oh, wow. I suppose that'd have to be metal, wouldn't it? Because it's a heatsink. I actually thought it looked like plastic in the picture. So this is all a metal of some description. I think it was steel or aluminium. Maybe if I read about it, I will know. It is aviation aluminium. How cool is that? Aviation aluminium. They've got to make it sound cool by putting aviation in it. In reality, it's just aluminium. Thank you for choosing our product. Your warranty is 12 months. Yes. I usually break my warranties, but you know, by accidentally breaking lights and taking them to bits. So yeah, as you can see here, we've got the little LEDs in there. They're actually a lot smaller than I expected them to be, which is, yeah, considering these are meant to be the main headlights. And they were even said to be headlight bulbs. So of course you've got driver here, which is also metal, aluminium. That's actually surprised me. I thought that was going to be plastic. Obviously the connections are plastic and the wire, you know. A metal wire wouldn't be very good. Unless if it's a mineral insulated copper cable, then it'd be pretty useful. Although it wouldn't be bendable. But yeah, H4 connection, so got that. So hopefully it'll be pointing the right way when I put it inside the headlight socket, because there's no other way around of putting it in. So there is a driver, so of course you've got to make, you know, sure you have space for a driver. In my car, the light will go in, the wire will go down, the driver will just be put somewhere else. Yeah, these are actually really nice looking lights. I think if you use the Allen key in that hole there, which you can't see because there's no light, that hole there, I think that one, yes, you can actually unscrew this to change the size and also flip it around to make it smaller. I think for my car I might need to make it smaller. Just looking at the bolts thinking, oh, I could undo those. Well, the build quality definitely does show. I mean, it was an expensive light though. The original price was about 60 something, 65 quid. And I ended up buying it for about 50. So what's that in dollars? I don't know. $70, $80. I don't really know. I should have probably looked that up before I started the video, but I was too excited, and now I've made myself look like an idiot. Ooh, some screws on that. I could undo that and have a look inside. I probably shouldn't though. But yeah, apparently the lumen is 4,000 lumen, so that should be more than the current bulbs I'm using, hopefully. I'm really hoping they're bright, because looking at those two little, you know, those three little LEDs in there, it's like, because these will be used as my main headlights, so yeah. So this the operating voltage of this is 1224 volts, pretty typical for something for a car, as your car will run at 12 volts. Apparently it's 4,000 lumen, so it should be pretty bright. It won't be, you know, like the super bright LEDs that you get, but it'll be pretty good. The chips are Luxian, the 3 LED light chips, or 6 if you count them all. apparently the operating life could be 30,000 hours. That's pretty good. Then again, the light bulbs that are in my car before I got it were from original, so you know, they last pretty well too. Then again, the car was barely ever used. I doubt he ever drove it in the night, to be honest, as well. I'm rambling. Apparently they're 20 watt. All good. I know that because I read the book. Ain't I clever? So yeah, I think it's time to actually install these in the car. Although maybe first I will try flip over and make it smaller. See what it looks like. Little connector there. 4 pins, so I assume there's a negative and then 2 colours. There should be 3 and this is a negative for each. I'm thinking too much into this. Let's just put this. This is tiny. I suppose it needs to be. I've probably done it the wrong way. I'm probably doing something wrong here. Let's look at the book. When in doubt, look at the book. It usually says stuff you might need to know. I feel like I'm doing something. Oh, there we go. So now you can make that spin. Woo! That's great. Oh, I get it. So you can move that. So you make sure which way that faces when you put it in your car. That's clever, actually. That's really clever. So yeah, there won't be the problem of facing it the wrong way. That's going to be annoying because I don't know which way is the right way. But we'll figure that out. Oh, how do we move the heatsink? Okay, is that little hole? Try and keep in the camera because I'm filming on literally a box with my phone. This doesn't feel like it's working very well. I can't feel it actually gripping onto anything. Not the best start. Is this the right place? Am I making a fool of myself for nothing? Can I just give it some brute force? No, I can't. Okay, I don't want to break this because it feels really good quality. I'm getting white stuff everywhere. I don't know where that's come from. It just started screwing, so I don't really know what I've done, to be honest. But yeah, so I've got it to adjust, so just undo that. I'm moving the camera, that's always good. Great quality YouTuber here. Oh, that's where the white stuff came from, it's all in there. Probably to help the heatsink, some sort of heatsink compound. So I won't rub it all on my fingers, which I'm already doing. Then you can flip it around, do it back up, and now your light is smaller, which is always good if you haven't got a lot of space. Which I don't think my car has. Oh well, we'll try one or the other and see which one fits best. Unfortunately, my car has a plastic cover which goes over them, so I feel like the heatsink won't work very well. We'll see. I might even consider actually modding in some fans. But yeah. And I'll get some tape to hold these in. Some of that proper, you know, got it up here. Stuff that you stick your number plate with if you ain't got them bolted on the car. Mine are bolted, so I don't actually need it, but I use it for other things. Very, very interesting. So in my car, it's quite an easy bulb to change. This is actually meant to screw on there. Yeah, this won't be going back on, I don't think. Actually it might do. I don't think it will. With my car, I had to remove the heatsink and then obviously take the old bulb out, remove the heatsink, and then put that on the bulb, put the heatsink back on. I also take the cable through the little clasp that I have. It's plugged into the driver there, and then it plugs into the old connection. I might put some sort of wrap on there to make it a bit more waterproof. Although, looking at some of the random open connections I already have in the car, I'm sure it probably won't be too much of a problem. I'll shove it over to the side. Time for this one. This one's going to be more fun because I've got the washer cap in the way. Right. So this is on low beam. We have a really crisp white. There is a bit of yellow in there because of my side lights. But there you go, as you can see it's a really clear, cool white. Now if I go over and change to full beam, as you can already see on the fence, it's nice and orange. There we go, the yellow headlights. Very nice, rich tone of yellow. So there we go. I am a little bit disappointed with these because I saw pictures of them where the full beam was white as well. And when you turn them on and off, they change colour. But I think that could be for different bulbs. Of course, the H4 are high and low beams, so that seems to be set as that. Even if I turn them off and then on again, they come back as the same. So there's nothing I can do about which colour does what. Full beam is yellow, low beam is white. But, I mean, you know, how many people have yellow and white lights? So, when you flash people, it's kind of a little disco. I don't know. I think yellow definitely suits this car, considering it's an older French car. Pretty good. But yeah, I'm still a little bit disappointed that I can't have the full beam white and the low beam yellow. That is set how it's going to be. But overall, much cooler than any other lights I've had. I did have some rally blue before, which were almost green, but yeah, I definitely think these are cooler. And of course, you know, they'll be better for driving in adverse weathers, which in the UK, which is where I am, it can go anywhere from looking nice and sunny to gloomy and raining.